the Prideful Goat is out with a very exciting 8-year bourbon for the first time, and we have a single barrel, in fact, the first single barrel of this 8-year product. We're going to review it right now, so if you want to hear about it, let's stick around. All right, Brittany, we have a policy we will disclose when we have any conflict of interest when we're reviewing anything on our channel. And if those of you do not know, I am the founder of the brand The Prideful Goat. We're partnered with Giant Texas Distillers, and we do own part of the brand. Although we did actually pay for this bottle.
Okay.
And the reason why we paid for this bottle was because, show them your wrists.
It's so weird when you say that.
Just hold it up.
Well, I gotta move my watch.
Yeah. So we have a suicide prevention nonprofit called Live Stay Project.
Yes.
And Live Stay Project was kind of founded to honor my late brother, who was a military veteran and unfortunately took his own life. And we realized that, like, hey, there's a lot of nonprofits that do fundraisers with single barrels, and we have the ability to grant a single barrel.
Sure.
And so we decided to do the first ever 8-year single barrel
Or the Prideful Goat.
for the Prideful Goat. We made it a fundraiser for the nonprofit. We had 64 people travel from all over the country down to Houston, Texas.
To the distillery.
The
Giant Texas.
Giant Texas. We had so much fun, and we picked this particular barrel. And we even made a little special sticker. I don't even know that you've seen this. Have you seen the sticker?
I've seen the sticker.
So what's it say?
Selected by the viewers of the Bourbon Real Talk podcast. Oh, in support of Live Stay Project.
Mm-hmm.
The first 8-year single barrel bourbon.
That's right.
Y'all.
And so that's kind of the story of how this bottle came to be. I do have another small batch version of this 8-year product coming out later this year.
Oh, fun.
But for those of you that are watching this review, if it sounds interesting to you and you want to support suicide prevention, you will be able to make a donation and receive one of these bottles for free. Okay. The nonprofit received this barrel as a donation from the distillery. And what we decided to do as a nonprofit is, if you made a $95 donation, which is about what this bottle would normally retail for, you will get one of these bottles absolutely for free. And so there'll be information about how to get that in the video description below.
Yeah.
So the distillery is actually MGP.
Okay.
And it is their 21% rye bourbon. We bought these barrels when they were 5 years old and brought them from Indiana to Houston, Texas, where they've been aging for 3.5 years.
I mean, it's like roasting. I feel like nothing ages in Houston. It just roasts.
It roasts, but luckily
it's so yummy.
It's humid.
Yeah.
So the barrel did yield 156 bottles. So sometimes 8-year-old whiskey in Texas has really low yields.
Sure.
Because of all the evaporative loss. But in Houston, we have higher humidity. And so we were able to retain some. The SKU is the Prideful Goat 8-year bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
The age is actually about 8.5 years. And the proof on this is 119.4 proof.
It's pasty.
Yeah. And so what happens with these barrels on the proof is they go down in proof while they're aging in Indiana, because it's very, temperate climate and then high humidity. And then when we bring them to Houston, the huge temperature swings cause them to start to go back up.
Yeah.
The SRP on this, there's not one, because this is free with donation. But when the small batch version of this comes out, the SRP should be about $94.99.
Sure.
And our bottles are all 750, so we haven't gone down in size. Yeah. So what do you say we smell it and taste it out?
Let's do it. I did take a sip earlier, but I'm a nervous sipper on camera, so
yeah.
I don't think anyone cares if I take a sip before we sniff it. But
yeah. So this is in my opinion, on the nose, a very robust version of an MGP bourbon. I'm detecting more complexity on the nose at 8.5 years than would be normal for a lot of aging environments.
Okay.
Normally, I would expect something that has this much barrel influence on the nose, meaning I'm getting some dark chocolate, I'm getting toffee, I'm getting some leather, I'm getting some sweet pipe tobacco. I would expect that whiskey to be older than 8 years.
8 years.
For most producers that age in other
Okay.
areas.
Like I know it's silly to say, but it's like super caramelly to me.
Mm-hmm. Let's get the kid out.
Let's get the kid out. Sorry, I keep my foot on this step right here.
Yeah, she does.
Thing. So you'll see me like switching my weight. But yeah, like it's so caramelly that it, like
I think
know,
it's more
it feels
toffee
like,
than caramel.
No, it feels cozy to me. I don't know. Let's see.
Get out caramel.
Oh, I thought you were.
No,
You got toffee. Got it. Okay, so caramel. Are you caramel or caramel? Caramel. Carl.
I actually don't know. I bet I say it both ways.
Carl. Okay, let me see here. I don't know. They're so close.
Yeah, I think really toffee. Yeah. It's just a little darker roast, if you will.
It's
a little
I stand corrected.
You know,
but
because
they're so close. Like when you sniff them in this kit, like it's so close.
They are similar, and so is butterscotch. But normally, I get butterscotch on dusty whiskeys.
Okay.
And modern release whiskeys are usually caramel if it's a lighter barrel influence, and usually toffee if it's more barrel influence. And this is more in the direction of toffee for me.
It's just yummy.
There is a sweet note in the mid palate. It is really hard for me. There's so much flavor in this. It's really hard for me to put my finger on everything. I'm definitely getting a milk chocolate on the nose and the palate. For sure. I'm getting a sweet pipe tobacco.
Okay.
On the nose and the palate. A hint of leather.
God, I just love this. I need a candle that's just this. I'm going to do it one day.
Yeah. Maybe some tea.
Hold on.
There is a hint of a bitterness from the barrel. This tea's a little too sweet, but there's a little bit of that bitter flavor in tea from the barrel. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see, what is that? 33 maple syrup. Yep, there's some maple syrup.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet on the palate.
It is. I like it a lot.
So, would you rate this a yepper or noper on the Lindsay scale?
I mean, absolutely yepper.
Okay. I don't want to go bananas here. I do love this whiskey. I'm going to give it 89 on a 100-point scale. I don't always rate my own whiskeys, but I feel like, I really like this. It's very, very complex, but I'm going to keep it out of the A territory.
Sure.
But
I like that it's like, it's nice and sweet and not like, it doesn't have any crazy flavor. The fact that like, I can sip it and be like, yep, there's toffee and there's maple syrup. Like it's so like comfort food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's cozy.
It's cozy for sure.
Anyway.
So, if you would like an opportunity to buy a bottle of this whiskey, last time I looked, we had a good bit left. And based on the past, if you're seeing this video, the first few days that it came out, you'll probably get a chance to buy this.
Sure.
If you want one. Although, for the record, you're not buying it. You're making a donation to a nonprofit. And the nonprofit is giving it to you for free.
Yeah.
You can check that out in the video description below. There will be a link to livestayproject.org. You can research it. We are a federally registered 501c3 nonprofit, board of directors, whole 9 yards. We have a CPA that monitors all of the numbers and all.
And we try to give grants to people that are
going to get that. Yeah.
If there's a teacher that needs a suicide prevention awareness class or something like that. I mean, there's plenty of really, really great nonprofits out there that provide resources and, tangible things. We're just trying to get help into the hands of people that can get on the ground and do good work. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you go to the livestateproject.org website, you will see there is an opportunity to sign up to kind of be a person that's there for other individuals that might be struggling. You'll see there's an opportunity to sign up to have somebody who's going to call and check on you and encourage you.
Need help and
you just need help.
Place.
There's a opportunity for you to nominate other nonprofits that work in the suicide prevention space
that might
for
need
grants.
Resources. Yeah.
There is an opportunity for you to request a grant for yourself to do something inside the suicide prevention space, but you will be required to give back. So as an example, we had an individual that wanted a financial planning certification. We ended up partnering with that individual, pay for half. In exchange, he is going to provide some free financial planning services to
the community
for individuals that might have that need, since financial stress is one of the leading causes of suicide. So that's the kind of thing that we're doing with this organization. And if you want to support it, you can check out livestateproject.org, and you can probably still pick up this bottle depending on when you're seeing this video. And if this bottle is sold out, we are going to be releasing a small batch version of this that are the same batch of barrels later this year, and that will be available at pridefulgoat.com.
Yes.
And we'll make an announcement when all that stuff comes out. So what do you say we give away some whiskey?
We should do that.
So what I was thinking is we'll have 5 1-ounce winners.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is taste the 6-year and the 8-year side by side.
Okay.
So that you can see what the extra 2 years of aging in Houston did.
Yeah.
Okay. All you have to do to enter to win this free giveaway, like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for future notifications, because we do a giveaway on every video. And most importantly, you have to fill out the web form that's in the video description on YouTube below the player head. There's a video description. There's a button you can click that says more. It will expand it all the way out. You'll see the link, fill it out. We'll run a randomizer, post the results publicly for accountability, reach out to the winner, get your address, and ship your samples absolutely for free.
Yep.
And why don't you tell the people how they can support the channel?
Well, we have a Patreon with lots of fun goodies and distillery takeovers, all of the things. Mm-hmm. We have merch on our website. There's also going to be a link in our profile for some Amazon things. We have an Amazon store, all of those things. We also, you're a real estate agent,
mm-hmm.
and I am your trusty sidekick that does all of your transaction paperwork in the DFW and Houston areas. And by the way, we give epic bottles as closing gifts. So all of the things.
Yeah. And if this is your first time tuning into the channel, we'd like to thank you for the view and let you know that we do this to create community and connection. Yeah. Yes, whiskey's fun. And the more important thing about whiskey, aside from, the fact that it tastes great, and of course, it has some positive benefits to drinking it, but you could get that from vodka or anything else. Whiskey has a magical power to bring people together, and that's what we're about. The backstory to that, a little bit sad. I lost my brother to suicide, but in the aftermath, I was trying to find a way to help other individuals that might be feeling disconnected the way that he was. And I saw how whiskey was bringing people together. And so I thought maybe if I could get you connected to whiskey would do the rest of the job and get you connected to others. But if you're going to have connection, you do have to have a way to interact with other people. We had the podcast, and that was great. But we needed to find a way for you all to find each other so that you could communicate. And a lot of the forums out there had negativity in them, where strangers were showing hate to other individuals online. So we started Bourbon Real Talk Community, which is a free Facebook-based whiskey enthusiast group. You can join right now, absolutely for free. Tons of great things going on in there. But those negative comments also encouraged us that if those individuals can hate somebody they don't even know online, that we can love somebody we don't know online. And that's why we end every episode the same way, and that's this. If you woke up this morning and you're unsure whether or not anyone loved you, just know that we love you. We'll see you next time on Bourbon Real Talk. Cheers.
Stay nice.
I was trying.
Wait, that one's attached.
Yeah. They're in there. They're in there.
Brush them back down. Make sure they're all right down.
Yeah.
Source.
Well,
we own
the brand.
flavor of this brand.
Yeah. So
it's around
it's
all the
around
time.
all the time.
So I mean, somebody can pay me to take it if they want to.
Should be about $94.99.
Texas allergies.
Sorry.
'Tis the season.
How's it go?
I contributed.